What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out Dinosaur Fossil Hunter. I have a minor in paleontology. This should be kind of fun. Didn't really use my paleontology a whole lot, and honestly, like, here's the thing, is they draw you into the paleontology department by telling you you're going to be messing around with dinosaurs, but what you're actually going to be messing around with, and let me put this on the record for you here, is you're going to be looking at imprints of prehistoric ferns, trilobites, and funguses on the ass end of rocks for the next 4 years. I'm just letting you know. They're going to promise you dinosaurs, and I guarantee you, your access to dinosaurs is going to be incredibly limited. At its apex, I got to mess around with a woolly mammoth, okay? That's it, a woolly mammoth. I didn't even get to touch it, got to be in the same lab as it, all right? You're not really gonna get to see fun dinosaur stuff. So, let's indulge. Let us go through this, and this will be the replacement dinosaur interaction that I never got in my college experience. How about that? We'll start a new game off. All right, let's start it on off. So, just an active warning, this game is on Kickstarter right now. We're playing around with the demo of the game that they're basically using as a proof of concept. So let's go through. And let's just keep an open mind. If after you watch this you wanted to help out with the project, you can definitely go check out the links down below. I'll have them for you. Let's see here. So we've got some dinos around. Yeah, we've got some critters running about. Hey, there's my boy, Ankylosaurus. That's my guy right there. Those of you that know me as a human being will know that Ankylosaurus is my favorite dinosaur for one simple reason. Ankylosaurus looks the best wearing Ray-Ban Wayfarers. All right, that's it. That's my entire synopsis of what dinosaurs are superior to others. All right, it has to do with you put a pair of Wayfarers on every single dinosaur, and then you qualitatively appraise which is the best. We got ourselves an Apatosaurus right there, maybe. Can't see the skull, but anyways, Brontosaurus, Apatosaurus. If you're wondering why it's not called Brontosaurus anymore. I got the facts, man. I got the facts for this video. So the first guy, basically, the way that taxonomy works, with taxonomy is the naming of animals that you find. A couple hard and fast rules of taxonomy. One of the rules of taxonomy is that if you get anything wrong when you assemble the bones and the physiology of the dinosaur, the person who gets it right is the person that gets to rename it, and then effectively the animal is declassified. So the guy that named this thing a Brontosaurus, what he messed up is that he used the tail bones as the neck bones and the neck bones as the tail bones when he first did it. The guy that named it Apatosaurus did it right. He got it swapped, so the neck bones go where the neck bones go and the tail bones go where the tail bones go. Fun factoids that you may not know if you never went through paleontology classes. Biologists will know. They got you guys up on all those taxonomy rules, just like they got us up on that taxonomy, if you don't know, is basically like the rules for naming things in Latin and who gets to name what when they find it. Taphonomy is completely and totally different. We're not even going to get into a conversation about taphonomy, okay? Your museum is running out of free space, and you think you've just started, huh? All right, so what are we doing here? When I was 4 years old, I loved to draw the dinosaurs. Oh, so we're doing like a paint by numbers thing right here. Okay, so I can pick up the pencil. Oh, I sort of see what's happening here. Okay, so we're gonna go dinosaur time. Listen, man, not everybody was good at paint by numbers, okay? Not all of us were incredibly talented at this. There we go. We'll go back and see that foot's in the foreground right there. So it's gonna, yeah, do the tummy right there. We got the tummy all done. All right, so we'll bring this back around. Drawing is actually my least favorite part of paleontology and geology. Nobody told me I was gonna have to be an artist. Nobody said that at all. But yeah, you gotta carry a sketchbook with you, and you sketch just about everything. I'm terrible at drawing, so, like, I found that to be super, super, super difficult. But anyways, we'll continue. It was one of the most exciting... That was one of the most exciting days in your life? A color by numbers? Man, people living lives of leisure out here right now. When I was 8, I found my first fossil. Oh, never mind. And the drawing of the dinosaur was more exciting than finding of the fossil. I feel kind of tall for an 8-year-old right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like I might be a statuesque 8-year-old. These 8-year-olds, man, they're feeding them that good food nowadays. They didn't grow up hungry like my generation did. They'd be like 6'2" when they're like 9 years old. What is that? Is that like an arrowhead? What is that thing? What is that, a pubis? I lost it 6 months later. At the age of 14, nearly all I could think about was putting together and painting dinosaur models, and I was getting better at it. Okay. This one comes with a manual, and it's got to be dead simple. All right. Well, then let's assemble it. So that part goes right there. Dude, this is actually kind of cool, like a wooden dinosaur model. I want some wooden dinosaur models. Dude, I would get down on some wooden dinosaur models. I'll tell you what. It doesn't want me to do that part yet. I'll do that part right there. And then it wants me to do the tail, but we must be missing something. There we go. I'm going to put a leggy in right there and a leggy in right there. We got the tail. Apparently, we have the power of psychic X-Man flight, and we can just levitate things in midair like the bosses that we are. There we go. Snap the head on. Perfect. Dinosaur model. That's actually pretty sweet, man. I would love to have a... Oh, there's another one. Okay. This one's tougher. It's no manual, but I got a sketch at least. All right. Put you in right there. And then that looks to be like a leggy, but it's not giving me... It's not lighting up the leggy here. We'll do this for... Oh, my God. I'm holding too many things. Get out of my hand. Get out of my hand. Go on the floor. There you go. All right. I'll put you right there. We're doing a stegosaur right now, okay? A stegosauri. Throw that in. He's got a little spiny tail right there. That leg still does not want to be placed, and I don't know why. Oh, it's because I didn't have the target zone right. Okay. There you go, man. We're stegoed up. I will say this. Stegosaurus is a running second for me versus Ankylosaurus. That's the truth. Real fun. No manuals, no sketches, just sheer knowledge and skill. All right, well, I'm going to start with the head. How's that sound? What is that, like a tail? I think that's got to be a tail, right? That's a tail. It looks like a tail. Yeah, dude. I'll put that right there. And, like, these aren't really, like, rotated properly, so I'm just sort of, like, guessing where they go when it comes to the torso pieces. That looks like a piece of torso. Is that a piece of torso? I can't tell. We'll go with the tippy tail right there. And then we've got a footy. Yeah, we can put the footy in back there. And then we've got what looks like a little claw hand right there. Maybe. No, these are little hands right here. Hold on. There's little hands over here. I see little hands. All right, so that little hand goes right there. And then there's another little hand right there. And that's going to go right there. And then I don't know which of these oblong pieces is the torso. So there we go. And then we've obviously got like thighs right here. That's the best. That's the most delicious part of the dinosaur, by the way, if you're looking to get a meal. There we go. I just kind of clicked randomly because I couldn't see the little area where it was supposed to go. Yeah, we'll put in a little leggy right there. Oh, did I put the leggy? Oh, no, dude. I messed up the leggies. Hold on. There we go. Done. Everybody wants to go with T-Rex, but one of the biggest arguments in paleontological communities, you want to know something funny about T-Rex? We don't even know if T-Rex was a predator. And they're like, this is one of the major fistfights in paleontological science right now among dinosaur guys was Tyrannosaurus a scavenger or was Tyrannosaurus a hunter? The former party says that, hey, their bone density was too heavy. There's no way that they could be a prey hunter by running things down. Their bone density is just too large. They couldn't be an ambush hunter. They couldn't be, they couldn't they couldn't run anything down. Like, they're just too heavy in order to do so. Those people think that it was a scavenger. And in fact, T-Rex was kind of like the pit bull of the dinosaur world, where he would wait till other dinosaurs would get a kill, and then he was so big and bulky and good in a fight that he would just come up and like run off the other dinosaurs by being terrifying and then eat their food that they had already killed. And then, of course, there's the old guard that think that Tyrannosaurus was just an apex predator. I even won the local talent show once, and they loved my Triceratops. That's the third best dinosaur, by the way. A couple years later, the money I got as a reward in that competition turned out to be of invaluable help. Adventure of a lifetime in your 20s? I think it's possible. I was 20 years old when I found an article about a paleontological group in a newspaper. Turned out they needed volunteers who were willing to work at the north of the country. It was a long shot, but I didn't want to miss such a great opportunity. I took a risk and signed up for the job, as you probably imagine. It paid off. Alright, so what are we doing here? What do we got going on? We got ourselves a vehicle on this side. Apparently we've got like a gas can that we can mess around with. We can like open and close that door right there. Alright. Sounds good. Is there anything in the garage that I need to... Oh, we've got apparently a tablet. Welcome to the mining area. A few weeks ago, the miners came across something that seems to be dinosaur remains. We've managed to get the mine closed until the matter is dealt with. Given the fact that neither the workers nor the board of directors is happy about the lockdown, we have to act fast. The crew which is initially assigned to the case reports that the remains are perhaps the bones of an ornithomimus. They had to leave, but according to the reports, the area is still rich in precious fossils. Fossils! Your job is relatively easy. Head to the area marked on your map and leave no stone unturned. The area is marked on your radar as well, so you shouldn't have problems finding it. The off-road vehicle is parked, fueled, and ready. We hope your work is fruitful. Bring back a hip bone, the coolest bone of them all. The right arm bone. Don't bring back the wrong one. And a vertebra. Don't bring back the horizontabra. Okay, you bring back a horizontabra, we're gonna have problems. All right. Is there anything else that I? Oh, they gave me like the Jurassic Park music out here. All right. Follow the pointer on the compass. Yeah, sure, whatever, man. All right. So apparently there's a tree trunk in the way, and I'm supposed to use a chainsaw in order to kill this thing. I don't see a chainsaw anywhere inside of my vehicle. Let's see here. Use my chainsaw, dude. Is there a chainsaw that I was unaware of here? Oh my goodness gracious. Apparently it's rip and tear time. All right. I'm going back to my hands real fast. Potato, 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 spud. Oh, maybe I gotta chop it up even more. Okay, I'll chop it up even more because I believe. Alright, section this thing up here. There we go. Yep. I am the king of sectioning. And I tell myself I'll section you. Alright, so like these logs should be like good to get out of the way, I think. Let's move these all. This sort of seems like one of those jobs that we would have done already, but apparently that's why I'm a free unpaid intern, is that I'm mostly an overglorified wood chopper. You should never take the job as the overglorified underpaid intern, man. It's a bad plan. It's not going to work out for you. I'm trying to warn you. Listen. I navigated all those collegiate travails, all right? They're gonna try and be like, hey, you should work for free. Like, no, dude. Well, apparently I've got to lock in the differential and go four-wheel drive in order to get across mud. Okay. Sounds good. I still don't know exactly where I'm going. That is some pretty serious mud right there, though. Alright, back on two wheels. Looks as though there's a generator or something over here. So it's possible we might want to pop out like, look, they've got like a Jenny and they've got a work light over here. Why do they have a Jenny and a work light? Can I do something over here? Is that possible? There's also a big rock in the way over here. Yeah, that mining animation right there. That's a good one right there. Yup, bust that thing up. Yup, there we go. Get it out of the way. You know, this road seems markedly unsafe. Like, I don't think that we really want to go this way. You two. I'm not skipping out on any of you. You're all gonna get it. I promise. Am I getting any, like, resources right now that are gonna make me pickaxe more better? There we go. Get that hot trash out of the way. Get this hot trash out of the way. I think rocks thought they knew me like that. So far, I haven't seen a single dinosaur bone. But I've really sort of been going through it during this adventure. I've had to do, like, the most explicit of manual labor thus far. Like, I really feel like we should have somebody hired that's going to clear the road, like some kind of municipal, like transit crew or something. Like, this is not our responsibility. Busting up rock. Like, I use dynamite on a rock that big. You think I won't? You think I won't? Excavation area is to the... Oh, look, I can read. Okay. Excavation area is over here. And I tell myself I'm over you. 'Cause I'm the king of wishful digging. I'll get over you. Dude, what is the gas mileage on this car? Like an eighth of a mile to the gallon? Good Lord, this thing's gasoline is draining off very, very quickly. This thing is super ecologically unfriendly. I'm just letting you know right now. This thing need a smog check. This thing need a hug. It needs some warm soup and a lie down. All right. All right, we're securing the area. I finally got the car properly positioned. It was a little finicky, but we got it. With all these simulator games, you got to expect that things are going to be finicky. They always are. It never ends up being super smooth and bug-free ever with these simulator games. Like, all of these Playway type games, man. Like, some of them have, like, a lot of fun in there, but you always got to, like, whitewater raft down a sea of bugs first to get there. All right, so we've got a message. Let's check it on out. Bing, boom, we got information that the perimeter is already secured and you can start the search right away. You are prepared for the job. Your equipment is GPR that you can scan the ground with a shovel and plaster to secure your findings. Start your work with an initial GPR scan. If you find anything, dig it out and secure it with plaster. You'll receive further instructions on fossil transportation. And I don't know what a GPR is, man. Like, I know what a I know what a gravimeter is, and I know what that kind of stuff is, but I'm not super sure. So we've got, ground penetrating radar. Gotcha. I would assume that is this thing right here. Yeah, that basically looks like a gravimeter. It looks kind of like what the one I had in college was. What this does is, so it's not like ground penetrating radar. I think what this does is basically it sends like waves through the soil and it looks for density differences. At least that's what ours did. We had a lab one time where our professor buried a railroad stake in the middle of like a big 3-acre field, and we had to find it using this thing right here. He buried it like 10 years ago, so the field was all overgrown and everything. We had to use one of these things to like flag it and mark it. Anyways, I definitely remember using one of these. So let's see here. Does it work on its own? All right, so I'm cruising around with my density radar thing over here, and these rocks right here have stuff going on with them. So I assume that these are like somewhat important. So I'm gonna put a flag down right here. The one that we had at my college definitely did not do this. Okay, so this is like a different tool, if this tool even exists. I don't know if it does or not. But ours had like a little LCD screen like this one right here. And then it was almost like you ever used a fish finder? It was like that. It would tell you if there was a density difference based on specific gravity or whatever underneath the surface. And so what happens is these little ripples in like the gravitational pull of the Earth based on high density objects that are underneath the soil. And it senses that and how deep they are and where they're at. So anyways, that's what I thought this thing was. But it's actually doing some kind of weird, like, techno-babble nonsense over there, so I'm not really super sure. We marked one of them with a flag. I don't know if this other stuff anywhere over here. I'm kind of, like, scanning around. I'm trying to get all these jobs done up front, man. We're a dinosaur hunter out here. But, I mean, I suppose, since we've got that out of the way, we may be able to, like, dig around here. Can I bust this up? No, I can't bust these up. Well, like, what is this right here? Like, what's up with this rock right here? Does that matter? Like, because obviously that rock is, like, special. Like, obviously these are good rocks over here. I mean, it's possible I just dig right here, and the outcroppings are just, like, a interesting indicator that there might be something down here. Like, I can't promise that that's the case, but it does sort of look like... Oh, did we hit something right there? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that right there? What is that thing? Is that just... it's a rock. I've been bamboozled. It's just a big-ass rock. I've been here. You go over here. Get out of the way. All right. You go over to this side. There we go. Let's kind of take some of these rocks out of here. Oh my God, I kicked another one into the hole. This is the most infuriating job I've ever done. This is unbelievably unenticing work. Oh, look, I can pick up the yellow one now. Oh, I can examine the rock. Dude, is there going to be something? Are you, like, having me out here looking for, like, stromatolites or something? Like, if you don't know what stromatolites are the lamest fossil ever. And so here's what's going to happen. Your professor's going to be like, we're going to go see some fossils today. And you're like, oh, cool. I'm going to go see, like, I'm going to go see a brontosaurus. Like, you get super hyped about it. And so you spend, like, 7 days driving a van into the ass end of nowhere. And then you hike like 20 miles up the side of a mountain in a lightning storm. And then you get to this one spot, and here's what's going to happen. He's going to be like, all right, here's the stromatolites. And the stromatolites are these dumbass, they're like tubes of moss that used to live at the bottom of the ocean like 1,000 years ago. It's the worst fossil ever. Like, not 1,000 years ago, but like a centillion years ago. Like, they're the worst. It's off. Is there anything, like, what am I looking for with this rock right here? Is there any specific, like, it was like, look at the rock. It was like, you should investigate the rock further. And now I'm just like, why though? Like, looks like a pretty yellow rock and it's making chainsaw noise. Shut up, chainsaw. No one loves you. And I'll tell myself I'm over you. Oh man, college flashbacks right now. I'm gonna go on a rough. I'm gonna say that this has sulfides in it. That's what I'm gonna say, that this is sulfurous rock. That's gonna be my first guess, in case you were wondering. So, like, do I look at the rock for any specific reason, or am I just looking at the rock for fun? Yeah, this is my life now. I'm just digging a hole on the internet. That's pretty much all that I can pick up that. Oh my God, what am I, like the Incredible Hulk? Good Lord, man. God, dude. Look at the size of this rock I just picked up. This man is a god. This man is King Kamehameha reborn, bro. This man, just look at the size of that thing. Dude, why are you messing around trying to be a paleontologist? Like, go to the local gym, man. Become somebody. Go do the Arnold Classic, like. Oh, dude, this one has a thingy in it. This one, look, I found it. Apparently, I am supposed to be looking at the rock. This one has like a little chode sticking out of it. All right, so this one right here. Dude, dude, I'm like an X-Man right now. I'm so powerful. All right, so we got to secure this in plaster. I'm going to throw it haphazardly at the ground because I don't care. And there you go. We're going to wrap it up in plaster, I guess. Yeah, dude. Sounds good to me. Apparently, I've got a message. Bing bong. Once you're done extracting and securing the findings, use your car to take it to the transport hub marked on the map. After you do this, use your tablet to send it away to the museum. Okay. So that's it, huh? I just found like a ornithomimus ass bone, and then we're just like getting out of here? Oh, man. I thought... So, riddle me this, developers. Just a thought to think about. Why wouldn't you put, so, ornithomimus, right? I'm going to put an ornithomimus up on screen right now so you guys can see what it looks like. This is not a rock star dinosaur. Ornithomimus is like a little punk dinosaur. Why wouldn't we stop with something awesome like Utahraptor? And, you know, like, why are you going to start on, like, this thing is like one step up from a, like, it's one step up from a compy. Do I need to go? So, like, where am I going right now? I am super confused about, like, so we put that inside the crate. Oh, and then we pick up the crate, and we put the crate inside the vehicle. Gotcha. Okay, crate, go sit over. Hey, crate, sit right there for a second. I'm going to open that up, and then we're going to take this crate. I'm actually just impressed that the crate fits inside the back of the car. I'll be honest with you. That is something I did not expect. We're going to need some gasolina, or we're not going to make it back to town, man. All right, we got to go to our own personal skid row over here and unload the crate by ourselves with no forklift, even though this crate is freaking massive. Sucks to be an intern. The life of an intern, man. The life of an intern. All right, you go on the skid right there. Perfect. You have been offloaded onto the skid. And so now I think what I do is I take this and fossil transportation, use my tablet to send it away to a museum. I send you, sir. I send you. All right, so here's a fun fact. There's like 5 fossils out here I gotta find. So, like, they are all these crappy yellow rocks, okay? I'm gonna get them, and then we'll take them back to the lab. You guys want to hear a fun fact about Paleontology 101? Everywhere that you ever do anything in paleontology used to be the bottom of the ocean. So if your professor is ever like, do you know where we're standing right now? A good answer to that question is always at the bottom of the ocean like 70 million years ago. Like, that's always like a really, really good guess. And frankly, you'll get lucky like half the time. Hey, there it is. We found it. All right, so we've got all the fossils now. Let's go back. Oh, no. So here's a problem. Here's a problem. My car is out of gas. Like, I don't know if my car is gonna make it. Just a quick thought. My car is, like, severely low on gas, and I've already used my gas can. I was just going to move everything by hand because, honestly, the car is so much ass that it's faster just to move it all by hand. Like, the car is trash. It's terrible. Don't even use the car. The car is a terrible compromise that you're going to regret. You know what would be easier is if there was just a road that ran through these rocks right here and went straight back. Like, I get they were trying to get me used to using the gearbox or whatever, but, like, nyeh. I probably, you know... Got to go all the way around all those rocks when we could just, like, blow that part up with dynamite. You're telling me that a paleontologist / geologist is passing on an opportunity to use dynamite in the field? I'm just saying, that's no geologist that I've ever met. Anytime you get to use a boring drill or anytime you get to use dynamite, you're definitely going to be excited and everybody is going to turn up. I promise. Like, everybody is going to be there on that day. There will not be a single alumni missing. There will not be a single intern missing. All of the professors will be there with bells on because we're getting to blow something up with dynamite. The intern life is hard. There's lots of box lifting. There's some light CRV driving. All right, I'm putting that in right there. Cool. Open the tablet to leave the area and move your findings to the museum. All right. Where's the museum at? Right there? Yes, send the crates to the museum. I will also travel to the museum, because I assume we're probably going to spritz some water on this or something. Alright, so we appear to be inside of a rock lab right now. Looks like we've got like a little work focus area. So we got to remove the plaster and extract the bones. Alright, let me take this up right here. This is probably where we're going to do this at, I would guess. Yeah. Alright, and off goes the plaster. Yeah, and then we're just going to use a rock hammer right there. Yep, a little S-wing. Knock that all off there. Yup, there we go. Just chip it off a little bit. Yeah, get her done there, Chief. Perfect. Alright, so the rock's looking pretty good. I don't know if extracting the bones with a hammer is maybe the most delicate way to do this. But there we go. The bones are somewhat free. Alright. Let's put the bones on the table then. Alright, so the bones are on the table right here. And we've got them. Oh, we gotta like, yeah, we gotta dust them off a little bit. There we go. Okay. Alright. Alright. I dig it. Like, I don't mean to be punny right there. It just kind of is the way that it goes. Sometimes you say something punny. Alright. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Look at there. We got to, like, rotate the bones and stuff, too. Alright, so I'm getting these cleaned up. It's just taking some time to get used to the... UI. You got to get the fronts and, like, the backs of them. And if you don't get it all, then it doesn't work. There you go. We got, like, a fresh, clean set right here. And I guess we gotta like, oh, we gotta brighten them up a little bit too. Okay. I guess we just brighten them up a little bit right there. There we go. Just, yeah, give them a little spritzing. So you gotta put the paint on it so the tourists don't know better. That's the important part. So you can be like, not only did we find a dinosaur bone, we found a golden dinosaur bone buried there long ago by the Aztecs. Like, you gotta, showmanship, come on. Do you want your department to get funding or not? Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters, chat. Do you want your department to get the funding that you deserve? See, this right here is a button from the dinosaur's shirt, in case you didn't know what that bone was right there. That's an old button from the dinosaur's shirt. There you go, there you go, there. So what am I doing now? Like, what is this thing? What is this doing? We just painted it gold. How are we going to deceive the tourists now if we chip all the gold off of it, man? Nice, there we go. So we're all done now? Oh, there's even more. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Oh, it's an angle grinder. Okay, so we're smoothing the bones out, I guess. I mean, that's fine or whatever. There we go. Got them all smoothed out. Oh, we got to spritz them up again? Man, these people are dedicated to having a shiny bone. I get it, man. You want to have the shiniest bone in the yard. I understand completely. Man, this is a long, arduous, and tedious process to get this dino prepped. This is taking a while. Is it done now? Oh, now we get to, like, assemble the arm. Very cool. So that's obviously, like, the elbow. And then we go right there. And we'll just go, like, biggest to small. And then we got, like, the radius and, like, the ulna. And then we got the tarsals and the metatarsals and the carpals and all that stuff. Yeah, you go right there. That's where you're supposed to go. It turned green. Green means go. All right. Yep. One step at a time. Putting on some fingies for a terrifying dinosaur that could kill me. I get the feeling I'm, like, missing a finger right now. Am I missing a finger? Yeah, I was gonna say, this one is, like, off screen right now. We seem to have run a little bit low on parts, and I'm pretty sure both the professors and the emeritus are going to be very, very upset if we misplaced an entire finger. That's my guess. All right, so there we go. We put our first little bow. Perfect. And so on and so forth for the rest of the dinosaur. My name is Splattercat, and this is Dino Fossil Hunter, the demo, the pre-alpha, the proof of concept for their Kickstarter. If this seems like a fun game to you, you can go down below and you can support them on Kickstarter. You can also wishlist them on Steam. If not, I'll have a new video for you tomorrow. But yeah, I'm always weird with these little simulators, man. My thought on all these little simulators is that, like, I always don't like them when I first start playing, and then, like, once I've figured out all their weird bumps and hooks and knobs that are never appropriately explained, then I like them a lot more. So, like, I didn't like Gold Rush until I spent, like, a weekend figuring out the entire game. I'm not, like, I wasn't a huge Hydroneer guy until I spent, like, an entire Friday night staying up all night playing it. Like, it's just like these games are always so poorly explained, like what you're supposed to be doing or whatever. You always gotta piece it together yourself, but, like, once you get there, they're always fun. It's just always that initial learning curve with all these Playway-type simulators that gets in the way. But yeah, I mean, I like the idea. I want to play it more. All right, I want to play the game more, and honestly, I'm interested to see what they come out with next. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for being here. Leave a like on the video. Check out the Discord and the Twitch stream, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody.